All right, so this is the characterization.
Yeah.
Right.
And then click on the valve that you're going to characterize. We're going to do the film coater first, and then you're just going to press configure.
This is for the film coater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, it takes you to the screen.
I noticed that your rectangle there, so it's not as long as the one we have over there. Is there a reason for that?
I think, let me do a cancel. It might have to do with the tool shape in here.
Okay.
The diameter is 0.394 inches.
Would you not want to make that the same, you know, like 0.5 inches? That's what we're trying to accomplish?
If I change that to 0.5, let me see how that changes the...
Yeah, because those squares are half an inch, so it should be as big as a square. Okay. Is that right?
No, that's a quarter inch.
That's a quarter inch, you're right, yeah. Like bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be taken on 2 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell it's too small.
Oh,
but
fluid shape. There it is. So fan width
there you go.
is supposed to be a... Is it 4, 5, 6, or 5?
I don't know. You have to look over there. You can take a quick peek, just to be, you know, consistent.
You were putting in 4, 5, 6 earlier. That's what you were using.
Go ahead and.
Okay. 5 inch. I mean,
He's not coding, is
he?
he?
He's not coding anything.
No, I don't know what he's doing.
He takes his breaks here.
Well, yeah, when he takes his afternoon break, he just sits there. I'm going to go out and take it.
Admin password?
Yeah, admin 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Just looking up the value in the other machine.
If he changes these dash pumps, he change too, wider, or is this just set to a certain?
I think it's just the shape of the
It's
saw.
reflect the measurement you put in there. So yeah, when he puts half an inch in, you take up 2 of those squares because they're quarter inch pieces.
Yeah, but he's talking about the scale.
Oh, the scale. I got you. Okay.
About to find out.
Looks like
That's what I'm used to, millimeters. I can't wait for inches, so I gotta get used to that. Don't ever, when you got your program, I know it'll happen on these too. Don't ever try and change it back to millimeters, it screws up the whole program. I know I had a guy from Mexico do that, he wanted to go into it. So he did it, and one of our programs got all messed up. I had to reteach it.
What you got?
Yeah, so they use 0.5. So
There you
it's
go.
there.
Alrighty.
For
No, they
utilities. So we're gonna do tools, film coder, configure, and then you're gonna press next. Then you want to teach the substrate height. Press yes.
So we normally don't do that, but this is the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first setup, you always want to check the substrate height because you never know what it's referencing.
once you set it in, you don't have
So basically you're touching the PCB.
really massively change.
And then you just want to press TC. press OK. From there, the dispense height is 0.5. Speed is 2. Let me see. Oh no, that's the 400. Speed is at 16 inches per second. Press next. Next. Then you're
Right, so now we're gonna go through the steps.
Yeah. So you're gonna reference the crosshairs
Yep.
for
Yeah, I've done it a
the
few times.
characterization sheet.
You guys do this in Havana?
Characterization?
Yeah.
A little bit. Well, me and Matt re-characterized our guns because they weren't working the way they were supposed to.
Next. So it's basically just 3 corners. Next, and then the upper corner. So since we have a quick check in the pre-characterization, it does that. If it does not have it, then it would just dispense.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good thing.
It's quite big. Let's see. So
Xylene.
yeah, I think the mixture is a bit still too thin.
All you can do is purge it a little more, I guess.
Yeah, so we might need to purge a bit more.
Me and Matt kept running into this problem. It takes so long to get that xylene out of it.
Yeah, because it's overspraying and it's also
Yeah, too much xylene
breaking up
or alcohol.
coating. So I'll try to. Do you have a bucket that I can
Yeah,
use?
so
Let me just purge
we're gonna
through
continue
the
with a different
filter.
video. All right, so we're gonna restart the characterization as now the xylene and alcohol have disappeared out of the
Yeah.
lines.
So
Go ahead.
we're gonna press configure, and then since we already set up the substrate height, did you want me to do that over again?
Go ahead and show us real
Okay.
quick.
So if it's the first time that you're doing the characterization,
Right.
you want to check substrate height, so you want to press yes to teach.
Yep.
And you basically just want to move over the valve and then touch the oop, too much.
A little less convincing, I would say.
So just touch over the substrate. Oh,
All right.
I guess not too much. Let me restart. Cancel. Push that over the edge.
We get the picture. Don't do it like shown on TV.
Okay, now that's different. That stick that's on the door is shorter. It's about
Yeah,
that
and
long.
it's kind of a
Instead
weird
of about
stick.
that long.
Substrate height.
All right. Substrate height again, part 2.
TC. press OK. And then this is the setup that you have currently in that other machine. So its suspend speed is 16 inches per second. The suspend height of 0.5, rotates 0.
All right, let me just see. The dispense height is 0.5 inches.
Yeah.
The rotate position is 0 degrees, and the dispense speed is 16 inches per second. Right?
Yeah. So you just press next to confirm, or change it if you need to.
Yep.
And then once, make sure that there's a characterization sheet already in the area
Yep.
before you do it. Then press next to continue. And then you want to line up the crosshairs with the
Right.
dotted lines
With the dash
on
lines, yep.
characterization sheet. Press next. Next.
3 positions.
Next. And then from there, it's going to do a quick check. And then from there, you want to pick the line that closely matches to be within the dash lines.
Right. Seems to be the middle one.
Yeah, and then you can move it up or down to match it if it's off.
Would you move this?
I wouldn't move it because I think on the you might need to adjust the preload.
Yes, because of
Because
the head.
Yeah, so
But the start and end time of the middle one seems to be spot on.
yeah. So we're basically just gonna pick the middle ones.
Right. So
So
we'll deal with the head later then.
Might be actually.
I just want to see that the area code is seamless.
So then from there, you just press next,
Yep.
and then the end of this one's actually pretty good. So just press next on that,
Yep.
and then the
Because you are looking at the middle coat, right?
yeah,
Yep. Okay.
and then this is where you set the width by measuring to see how
Right.
big your pattern is. We're just gonna keep it at 0.5 because this is how the other machine is.
If that is off for some reason, then your fan width is just not right. Is that correct, or how would you change that?
So you can change it to match the actual measurement here.
Okay.
So you could measure and count like how many inches it's actually covering,
Oh.
and then change it in here so that when you do coating areas, it will be closed up.
Okay.
So if we keep it at 0.5, they just know that there's going to be gaps.
Right now there will be gaps, right?
Yeah, and then you'll have to compensate with it with the overlap on your coating areas.
So I wonder if that's what we did over there. Well, I mean, we changed the width obviously to 0.46, whatever it was. And so, all right. Well, yeah, if you want to just leave it, you tell me. What do you want to do?
Well, we can just leave it at 0.5 and then change the fan width to be 0.5 so
Okay.
that your coating areas are going to be linking up
Okay.
at the end. So we'll just keep it at 0.5 for now because
Okay.
it's easier to change it in the laser fan width than in configuration.
Okay.
So if you press next, it'll do a coating pass of 3, and there's just a gap because of the difference between the laser fan width and the actual check that we put
And
in.
you're looking at the stop and start at the same
Yeah.
place, right?
So